For the 100% cheapest coins on the internet with reliable delivery and quick customer support, check out my sponsor MMOEXP by clicking the link at the top of the description and use code SWIFT at checkout for 5% off. I can't speak. Social family, and today we are back with another, I can't say that, that is Scomo's line. I can't get this intro right. Social family, and today I'm coming back at you guys with another Madden 21 video on the channel. And in today's video, the playoff promo is right around the corner. I'm going to talk about what we can expect in the promo, as well as just a few quick tips you guys should be doing to prepare for it before it releases into MUT. Now before we get into this one, leave your Super Bowl prediction down below in the comment section. I know I'm a Saints fan, but I'm going to go with the most realistic prediction here. I'm going to go with Bills and Packers. I just feel like that's going to be the matchup. I don't know why. Both those teams are hot right now, but I'm curious who you guys think is going to win it. And if you're a fan of one of the teams that isn't the Bills or the Packers and you're in the playoffs, hey, all power to you. I'll probably be rooting for you so the Saints get an easier matchup, but that's what I think the prediction is going to be. Now, yeah, without further ado, let's hop into this one, fellas. Leave a like. It does help the channel out so very much. And let's start it off by going over how the promo works, as well as some of the cards we could be getting into the game. Now, on the screen right here, you guys are going to actually see some stats and some players that were custom done by a guy named Raptor on Twitter. Shout out to him, just to kind of give you guys a graphic for some of the players that we could be getting, as well as the stats on these cards. But essentially the way this promo works is every single team in the playoffs is going to have their own kind of section within the promo, which is going to have a master card and set piece cards. So each team is going to have like a 95 or 96 overall master. I would assume that the team masters will probably be like 96s. I'm going to go with 96s. And essentially to get these cards, what you're going to need to do is add in all the other players on their team. So there's going to be like a 96 and then like a 94, a 93, a 90, an 89, an 87. And by putting in all those new cards that did just come out, we're going to be able to get that full edition master. And that master is going to be pretty good. I would expect that we could get some really nice masters in this promo. As we look at some of the players we could be getting, there's some custom cards on the screen, but my personal predictions, I think Jair Alexander could get a card, Aaron Donald could get a card, Terry McLaurin, DK Metcalf. Those cards would all be crazy overpowered, and all those players are due for upgrades. So we have the opportunity to get some really, really good cards coming out soon. And yeah, that's kind of the first section of the promo. Now there's also going to be master players, which are going to be some type of like playoff legend. So someone that did really well in the playoffs is going to be getting a master on offense and on defense. And in order to get those cards, you're going to need to put in all the offensive master cards for the team. So that's going to be a decently expensive set to complete, but ideally those master cards are going to be super sick players that were awesome in the playoffs. Hopefully we get some cards that haven't came out into Madden yet. I don't know exactly who that could be, but I hope we don't get an upgrade for an old legend. I want to see some new legend players coming out in the promo for those playoff masters, but we're also going to be getting some really good current day players. In my opinion, this promo is an awesome mix of current and past players, so I'm definitely a big fan of it. Now, in terms of other things we can see in the promo, a lot of you guys might be wondering about the release date, and I don't know why I didn't say this earlier, but I would expect the promo to probably release either this Friday or this Saturday, so the day before the playoffs or the day the playoffs start. Last year the promo did release on the first day of the playoffs, so lock in the prediction. I'm going to say this Saturday the playoff promo drops into Madden, which is unfortunate because I don't know if I'll be leaving my couch all Saturday. We have so many good games to watch, boys. I am very excited. Now, in terms of other stuff like solo challenges and house rules, before we get into the preparation aspect, I would hope that there's a way to get a full edition player, a full edition like 96 overall team master from this promo. And the way I kind of hope they do it is I hope they incorporate solo challenges and house rules in order to get the card. I hope that you can play some solos and play some house rules to be able to get collectibles, and then maybe you get like a collectible for stars and a collectible for wins. You put in those collectibles to get the player. I hope there's a way to do that so you guys can get free cards, because I do enjoy the whole grind of getting a free player. And then ideally, if some of these team masters are really good, like DK Metcalf or Terry McLaurin, I went over some options that could be sick cards. Man, it could be very, very worth it to get some of these free players, so I'm definitely hoping they have an aspect like that in the promo. I would expect they will. So far, EA's been really awesome to no money spent players. They've given us some good cards to grind for, whether it was the 50 players or players that basically just come out in every promo. There's always some good opportunities to get free cards. So my prediction is we get something from solos and we get something from house rules, which is going to allow us to get a full edition player absolutely free. So now that that first section of the video is over and we've kind of gone over some of my predictions for the promo, let's talk about preparation, guys. And in terms of preparation for this, I think it's going to be hard to invest in power-ups. Power-up investing has become a lot more challenging this year, and the reason why is if we take a look at a lot of these sets, which give you guys a higher overall player, we'll just take a look at the Zero Chill sets or the Ghost of Madden sets. All of these sets are going to give you guys the power-up version of the card. So Calvin Ridley, Jeffrey Simmons, JJ Watt, all of these sets give you guys that power-up edition, and I'm expecting that for our Team Master sets, those are going to be like the 96s that I mentioned, those sets are going to give us the power-up version of the player. So I personally wouldn't be investing in power-ups. I'm not a huge fan of that right now, but what could work and what did work last time is investing in base elites or lower overall versions of the card. So if we take a look at players like Eddie Jackson, Marshawn Lattimore, or really anyone that got an upgrade like Calvin Ridley, Alvin Kamara, all of these players saw their cards go up in price drastically. So as we take a look at some of the cards that could need upgrades, I did just mention 4 of them right there. There's a lot more research you guys can do to try and get these players or kind of make some predictions. I just made 4 because I don't want to go over all the alternatives. If I go over all of them, the prices of all the cards are going to skyrocket and there's not going to be that much of an opportunity for investing. But we'll take a look at Terry McLaurin right here. So Terry McLaurin, if he does get a new card, he is probably going to be a top 3 receiver in this game. And as you guys can see, he's got this 79 overall card. He's also going to have the 92. So what you guys could do is invest in the 79. Now he's only selling at 1.5k, so this is almost a risk-free investment. Let's say we buy a few of these, we only spend like 5,000 coins on the card. Maybe this goes up to 5k, maybe this goes up to 10k. People do need the card in order to complete the power-up, so that is definitely an option when it comes to investing. You guys can take a look at this for basically any of the players. DK Metcalf right here is someone who also definitely needs an upgrade. He did get this card quite a while ago, and as you can see, he's got this 76 overall that goes into the power-up, and he's got the 89, so you could try investing in each of these cards, and you could try and make some profit off of that. Definitely a couple of options. Aaron Donald is an option. Jair Alexander is another card that could get an upgrade. And the way that I kind of look at it when it comes to investing is go through each team and think about, okay, which players on this team have glitchy cards? So as we take a look at the Seahawks, who could play really good? Jamal Adams could be good, as well as DK Metcalf. And then I would look at, okay, which one of these players hasn't gotten an upgrade in a while? Actually, both of them haven't, so Jamal Adams could get a card as well. But go through each of the teams and think about that. Think about the players that are glitchy in Madden, and then look at if they haven't gotten an upgrade in a while. And that's kind of the 2-step formula to see if you want to invest. And then go onto the auction block and take a look at their cards. What cards go into a power-up? Okay, they've got a lower overall elite that's selling at like 2,000 coins. Maybe I invest in that. Maybe it goes up to 15k like Eddie Jackson's card did, or like Alvin Kamara's card went up quite a bit as well. Those are definitely some options, and that's kind of what I'd recommend you do when it comes to power-up investing. Now, the next thing that I want to talk about is knowing where you guys have your power-up passes. This is something that I've talked about in the past, but on my laptop, I've written down where I've used these passes. I used them on Brandon Sheriff, Quentin Nelson, Jamal Adams, Aaron Donald twice. The list goes on and on. It's important that you guys know where these passes are in case a player gets an upgrade, like we were talking about before, and their card goes up in price a ton. Let's say, for example, Jamal Adams gets a card and we desperately want to power up the card because he's a meta player and one of the best safeties in the game. Well, what you could do is ensure you know where your power-ups are and you can move them around. If I know where a power-up is on a specific player, and let's say, yeah, I was using it on Brandon Sheriff, now Brandon Sheriff's card has gone down in price a ton. I was originally using it on this card because his core elite was incredibly expensive, another opportunity to invest, but I did use my power-up pass there, so what I could do is power this card down, take that power-up pass back, buy the card that needed to go in because it's a lot cheaper now, and then utilize that power-up pass somewhere else to get value. So that's just kind of the final tip I wanted to talk about. There isn't a ton when it comes to preparation for the promo. Obviously, you guys want to stack your coins. You want to make sure, if you have a theme team for one of the teams, like Washington football theme team, man, that could be a crazy theme team. You guys could potentially invest in some of the cards for a theme team because Washington football theme team is actually crazy and it's going to get a lot better after this promo. But those are really just the 3 preparation tips that I want to go over. Know where your passes are because these players are going to be getting upgrades, and if you want to make an upgrade, you got to know where that is. And we're looked at investing a little bit when it comes to not power-ups because I don't think that's the best way to do it, but investing in some of the elite cards that go into the power-ups because those go up in price a lot because you can't get those for free. You can get the power-up for free for knocking out the set. You don't get those for free. So it's important to invest in that rather than investing in some of the power-ups. I might be doing some investments on my own time. I'm not going to show you guys which ones they are because when I do, I mean, there's always the opportunity that they go down in case I endorse something that doesn't work, or if I show you guys, the prices are going to fluctuate a lot because I talk about it. So I might be doing some investing in my own time, and we'll see if we can make some coins off of that. But yeah, that's going to do it for me. Hope you guys are excited for the promo. Hope you guys are excited for the NFL playoffs. Xbox, I know I most certainly am excited for both. And yeah, till next time, I'm out. Peace.
So, out.